Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa and today we're doing a fun project. We are spring sowing watermelon in milk jugs. This is my first time ever doing milk jug seed sowing. I was inspired by Laura from Garden Answer to try sowing some seeds in milk jugs. Laura on her channel sows flowers in milk jugs. That's not typically how I would sow flowers. I like to just spread the seeds outside. But I decided to do things a little differently for my vegetables this year. I want to get a head start on the growing season. So I'm going to be trying to sow watermelon seeds in milk jugs. And this is actually going to be a two-part series. If the seedlings do well, I'm going to be putting them in this greenhouse kit that I picked up recently at Dollarama when I was there. I will be setting this up in my vegetable plot outside, and if the seedlings do well, they will be transplanted into there afterwards, and I will take you along and give you my thoughts on what I think of the Dollarama greenhouse kit. So for today, we are going to be sowing the watermelon seeds in the milk jugs, and I have 3 varieties of watermelon seeds to plant today that I have not tried out before. They are all from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. The first seed we're going to be planting is called Blacktail Mountain, and the second one is called Desert King, and the third one is called Wilson Sweet. So to start, we need a milk jug. I have 3 milk jugs here, and I have already pre-done a couple of them, but I'll show you the process. So first, we need an empty milk jug or water jug that has been rinsed out. We want to make drainage holes in the bottom. You'll need an X-Acto knife or any kind of sharp cutting tool that you're comfortable using. And we'll just make a few little drainage holes in the bottom of our milk jug. Now second, we want to make a cut somewhere under the handle to open up the milk jug. And we want to cut all the way around. Down the middle. So the next step is to fill your milk jug with your desired soil, preferably a seed starting mix or any kind of very light and airy soil. In the past, I've never used milk jugs, but I did seed sowing with soil from outside a couple times over the years, and although your seeds will grow, they don't have the best start because the soil is really too dense to do what it needs to do. You really need a proper light soil, preferably a seed starting mix for any kind of seed starting. So we're going to fill our milk jug with approximately 1/2 to 3/4 of a amount of soil in the milk jug. the reason that I am sowing watermelon seeds this year is I absolutely love watermelon. It is my favorite fruit, and it is very difficult to grow on Vancouver Island. It is possible, and I have done it, but I've only done it from pre-grown starter plants, and I've only done it a couple of times. So I'd really love to be able to grow my own watermelon from seed, and that will give me the opportunity to try a lot of different varieties. So I'm really hoping these are going to work out. Part of the reason it's difficult to grow watermelon on Vancouver Island is because our climate it's very wet, and we get a lot of, like, it seems like it's spring, but then it's not spring, and then it is spring. It goes back and forth, our weather, so much. There's so many fluctuations that it's very difficult to grow, and watermelon seems to need a lot of heat to do really well. So the last couple years, we've had a lot of heat on our island. Last year, we had a heat dome where it went to above 40 degrees Celsius. So watermelon, again, did pretty well last year, but we're probably gonna have another hot summer, so I'm getting ready to grow some more watermelon, and hopefully these seeds work out well. So I'm almost finished filling up these milk jugs. So we've got our 3 milk jugs of soil. I'll show you, this is roughly how much soil I have put into the milk jug. And we'll just tidy up a little bit. So next, we're going to plant our seeds. I'm going to start with the Blacktail Mountain watermelon, and we are going to plant 4 seeds, 1 in each corner of the pot. I'm not sure if I mentioned at the beginning, but today is March the 8th of 2022. So it is a little early to be starting seeds, but again, we are doing it in these mini greenhouse water jugs, so milk jugs. So hopefully it is not too early, given that they're going to be in a little mini greenhouse situation. So once we're done planting the seeds, we want to water them in. And then we want to put our lid back on. We're going to use some, we put our label in already, and then we put the lid back on, and we use some duct tape to close them up. And this one is done. Now we'll do the next one. If you are also from Vancouver Island and have grown watermelon successfully in your garden outside, leave a comment below and let me know if you have any tips and tricks on growing watermelon. I would love to know any more advice watermelon growers have that are local. It would be my dream to be able to produce a whole bountiful crop. Each time I've produced watermelons, I've only gotten, the most is 2, which is not very much, but I'm happy to have grown any at all. 2 in one season. I did 1 in a previous year, but I never got past that. So I would love to have a whole garden of watermelon. So if you're an avid watermelon grower, please let me know your secrets. We will not have to worry about watering these at all. In the Pacific Northwest, we get so much rain that the little opening in the top will be more than sufficient to provide these seedlings with plenty of water. And lastly, we are putting in our Wilson Sweet watermelon seeds. Just cut another piece of duct tape here. If you winter sow vegetables regularly in either the winter or the spring, let me know in the comments below as well. I would love to know which vegetables you have the most success with. I'm probably going to be trying this with a few other vegetables and fruit as well. So I would love to know if you have any suggestions for fruits and vegetables that seem to do the best using this sowing method. So please leave it in the comments below. And that's going to be all for today. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again in the next video. Have a lovely afternoon.